Hey guys, just thought I'd do a quick little introduction here to some, I guess, aerobatics or pre-aerobatics. Again, I'm no 3D guy, so consider myself more of a light sport type pilot, but hopefully this will just introduce you to the kind of the next phase in your learning process after you learn the nose in and where you want to take it. Obviously, if you just want to fly general flight or scale type, this probably isn't going to really interest you, but for those of you who want to progress into 3D eventually or just light sport, it might give you a few ideas. I've completely changed my throttle and pitch curves now, obviously, from general flight. I'm running quite a bit of negative collective. I'm not running a full 3D collective pitch curve where I've got as much negative as positive, but I'm running about -6 or so, -7, just so I can sustain inverted flight when I'm upside down. Also using a powered up throttle curve, so I've got power throughout my entire collective range when I'm in my idle up mode or mode 2. So we'll just start out. Again, you're nice and comfortable with nose in now, so definitely you can start taking off in nose in orientations, doesn't matter. Just get it up into a nice hover. Obviously from day 9 or day 10 when we're learning nose in, I kind of left you with pirouette, so that'll be one thing you'll be able to get into now is nice fast pirouettes, exiting them, basically in any orientation. And we'll just flip into our mode 2 here now. Just get comfortable with how much power you've got to play with. So one of the first things to learn in light sport, I guess, would be, we already talked about stall turns in day 9, where we're pulling up, and exiting the turn pointing down. That would be considered a 180-degree stall turn. So next step would be to throw a few more revolutions in there, such as the 540-degree stall turn. Try it again here. Going back, going vertical. And then exiting the maneuver with the nose pointed straight down. It's again where, strong, good heading lock gyros really help, because they'll lock as soon as you pitch out, or as soon as you stop giving tail rotor. You can hold it in sideways. Do all kinds of funny stuff. I'm no 3D guy, so it's just fun playing around with it. And then probably the next thing you want to do is start getting into loops. Whether you want to progress into these from fast forward flight or get into them from a stationary hover by doing a forward or backward flip is kind of up to you. If you fly fixed wing aircraft, you're probably going to be more comfortable starting loops, flying at forward speed, pulling back on your cyclic. When you're inverted, go negative. Just pull out of the maneuver. Basically same as flying an aircraft. You're holding in pretty much continuous aft cyclic. The only thing is when you're inverted, you're going negative collective. And the idea, of course, is to try to make the loops as round as possible. So again, when I'm coming out of that, I was negative collective when I was at the top of the loop, and then as I'm coming out of the loop, I'm slowly going back to positive. So I'm negative, slowly going back to positive. Obviously, the other way is if you just start doing flips. So we'll start with a back flip here, get into a nice hover, probably 75, 100 feet in the air. Altitude's your friend. I always like starting a flip maybe by giving just a little bit of extra collective and power, so I'm moving up a little bit. So again, you're just holding full aft cyclic there, and as soon as you're upside down, you pull in negative collective so you don't lose any altitude. We'll go upside down, negative, really quite comfortable. Well, and as you start feeling more comfortable, you can start doing closer to the deck. Really comfortable maneuver to do. With the back flip, front flip, same thing. You pull, except you're going to push in full forward stick. And again, as soon as you're upside down, you want to go full negative on your collective. So forward cyclic, negative, positive. Timing on your collective is quite critical, so you can try to stay over one spot, but just keep doing those and they get more comfortable. And obviously the next phase is to, you want to keep holding them in. So you keep doing them. You know, until you start getting out of shape like I just did. Now obviously those will introduce you into rolls. Rolls would be the next thing. Again, if you're a fixed wing pilot, you might want to start your rolls off by flying forward. Unlike an airplane, a helicopter doesn't roll quite on the same symmetrical axis unless you're really going fast. Again, I'm just holding in full left cyclic there, and as soon as I'm upside down, pull in full negative collective so I don't lose any altitude through the roll. And then another way to enter the roll is just to, like our flips, get into a nice hover. Again, 75 feet or so, 100 feet in the air, a little up. And as you see, I don't have my timing down that great. Timing's pretty critical here. The left roll. Try a right one here. Now obviously my dual rates are turned off. I've got full cyclic pitch, forwards and backwards, left and right. I'll try it one more time. And as soon as I'm upside down, I'm pulling full down on my collective. Try not to lose any altitude when I'm upside down. It's a little bit better, but and then the next thing, of course, is your inverted hovers, which I'm not that great at myself. But you can enter these by doing a forward or back flip. I'll try a forward here. And upside down, just try to hold it. Your directions are reversed now, but try to hold it as best as you can. It should feel pretty comfortable. And then exit out. So again, just some light sport type flying, but hopefully that gives you an idea of kind of what's involved, kind of the next step. And I don't pretend to be a 3D pilot, but it sure is enjoyable doing some of these more basic aerobatics. You know, and then you can get into more. Start really throwing your bird around, see what it's capable of. You know, it's just really fun playing around with it. You know, and then you start really hearing the rotors beating the air. You're running these larger pitch angles. Just really fun stuff. So with that, we'll land and we'll conclude basically all the lessons. Not that today was a lesson, more or less just a pre-introduction into some aerobatics, if that's one of the directions you want to go in. So I hope all these lessons helped you, and happy flights.